Welcome to another episode of Making It Monday with your host, Ann and Stacey.
So today we're gonna make some buffalo chicken burgers, and I'm gonna start off the recipe kind of getting ready our toppings for the burger because I like them to set. So we're gonna use a broccoli slaw today, and I like broccoli slaw because it has lots of good stuff just besides coleslaw. And it has chopped up broccoli and cabbage and carrots, so it has a little bit of a different texture than
All the
regular
work has been
coleslaw.
done for
Yes,
you.
so it's already shredded, ready to go. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of rice vinegar. And there's no specific amount, depends on how much texture you want or how much liquid that you want on your slaw. It's gonna be a topping for the burger. So I'm gonna put about anywhere from a fourth of a cup to a third of a cup. And then I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of sugar. And yes, the dietitian is using sugar, and that's okay. About a half of a teaspoon, and just sprinkle that on top. And then we're just gonna let that kind of sit and mesh while we get the burgers ready. And that will go on our burgers.
And I will tell you guys that I've had Ann's buffalo chicken burgers, and I told her that she definitely has to put this on the blog because it's my favorite recipe, and I stole it from her.
And we're really excited to eat it when we're done too. So the next thing we're gonna do is get our burgers ready. And I love ground chicken a lot more than ground turkey because I feel like it just has a little bit more flavor. But I also specifically like smart chicken, and I know you like it as well.
I do. We actually took a tour of the plant, and it's such a great company. Not only you can actually taste the flavor, it's more moist, it has more flavor. You don't have to use as much seasoning or even salt to break it down. And it's just
It just
great
tastes
company.
good.
Yeah, it's a great company that treats their employees well, and we actually went through the whole plant, and
Got to witness
it was a very, very the most clean operation I've ever seen. So I am a firm believer of the smart chicken as well.
She wasn't at first. I had to convert her a little bit, but being there, I think,
Right.
really did like influence you that way.
Correct.
And I like smart chicken too because it has less sodium than a lot of packaged meat does. And yes, there is sodium in a lot of our packaged meat. They don't use the same methods as other chicken companies do, and that's why another reason why dietitians really like this product as well. So we got our ground chicken. It's about a pound. And what we're gonna do, it is usually pretty moist. It's about 95% fat-free, so it's nice and healthy. But again, it can dry out very easily too. So I'm gonna add some vegetables to it, and I've got some shortcuts, which Hy-Vee's all over the company. A lot of them have these available. They're already chopped up vegetables. And I've got some green onion in a little food processor, and then I'm gonna take some celery, which is a great accompanier for buffalo chicken. I'm gonna
You can't have buffalo chicken without
celery.
celery.
And the carrots will be in the
Correct.
slaw. So we're just gonna put those into a food processor and blend those up. And you can make them as small as you like. If you want them more chunky, it depends on how you like them in your burger. But we're gonna mesh that into our burger.
Vegetables, the celery and the green onions will not only give it flavor, it will give the chicken more personality as opposed to just basically a patty of chicken.
Plain white burger.
Right. It'll give it flavor, and it'll give it a little crunch. It's a great way to add flavor.
And Cool here taught me to use my hands when mixing it with your burger and not to mix it too much, right? Otherwise it gets tough.
It'll get tough.
And so we've got our vegetables in there, and then I'm gonna add a little fresh cracked pepper and salt just for a little flavor into our burger. And then we are going to patty these out.
And let me show you my little trick for the perfect patty. So you have all these little patties that, those little burger presses, and I will tell you I'm not a huge gadget person, Kidget Gadget. I do love that gadget. But if you don't want to spend even a couple dollars, because I am very cheap, I get a jar lid. And yes, I do love perfect patties that aren't,
She likes things that are round and perfect.
Yes.
Wait till you see our cookie recipe in a few weeks.
Right. All right. So we're just gonna put in. You put 4s, is that right?
Yep, this makes 4 burgers.
All right. So I just make a ball and I press it down. You'll make sure that the edges are all uniform.
That's awesome.
Just pop it out, and then I put a little thumbprint in just to make sure that when the chicken cooks, that it will expand, and so they'll evenly cook throughout.
That's so easy. Awesome. All right, then we're gonna patty out the rest of these, and then we're gonna put them into a medium heat pan that has a little bit of olive oil spray in the bottom, and then we're gonna cook these up, and then we'll top them for you. All right, now we've got our burgers ready. They are all pattied out. Stacey's spraying some of our olive oil spray into a pan about medium heat, and I am not a fan of touching raw meat, so I have gloves on, which I know is nerdy, but that's okay.
Whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna put those in the pan. We're gonna saute them until they're done. Flipping them once takes about usually how many minutes?
I would say about 10 minutes, so we'd say about 5 minutes on each side. You can grill these. I don't recommend it just because grilled chicken is very hard, or the ground chicken is very hard to kind of flip over, and it tends to fall apart. Also, the best thing is if you keep these in the refrigerator for about an hour before you cook them, it'll just let the flavors marinate and mesh into
The burger.
into the burger.
You can also, if you're making a large quantity, I've baked these before too, and that helps keep the moisture in the burger as well. So we'll cook these up, and then we'll come back and finish them up for you. All right, now our burgers are slightly browned, and I'm gonna add our buffalo sauce. And I like Frank's Red Hot Wing buffalo sauce. And I'm just gonna put it on each burger. We're gonna smother it.
And since she's adding the sauce to after the cooking, it actually brings more of the flavor to the tips of your taste buds, as opposed to making a bold flavor, and as opposed to just having it as a hint of buffalo sauce. Any good wings that you have in any restaurant, they add it to the after the cooking process.
And you don't want to have it get too hot, because then it'll start to dry out and it'll get kind of burnt. So once Stacey zhuzhes those around, we're gonna assemble our burger. So I've got some delicious buns that we carry here at our store, which you can also find at some different Hy-Vees and Asiago flavor, but any hamburger bun will work. And I put that on our bottom half. And then I'm gonna put some of our blue cheese, chunky blue cheese dressing. And you don't need a lot, just about a tablespoon.
If you don't like blue cheese, you can use ranch.
Ranch is fine too.
We
And then
love
I'm
blue
just,
cheese.
yeah, we are blue cheese likers. I'm just gonna smear that on the top of the bun. And then we're gonna put some of our slaw on top.
By some, do you mean a lot?
A lot is fantastic. And then I'm gonna put some chunks of actual blue cheese into the dressing on top. And this is a reduced fat blue cheese, so it's just made with a 2% milk, and so you're gonna get a little less fat on it. And there you have my delicious chicken buffalo burger.